I don't even know how to start this. But let's just say, everything in my life changed after that huge fight with my dad. Like, not a small argument. No, I mean full-blown yelling, faces red, words flying, door slamming kind of fight. Usually, he just ignores me like I'm background noise. But this time, he was in my face. All because I wanted to hold on to the one thing that made me feel alive. Hi, I'm Eli, and I live in Detroit. If you like wild stories that feel like they came straight out of a movie, then buckle up. And yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or just stay for the ride. That's cool too. My life's always been kind of fast. Like I never had time to breathe. Ever since I was little, I was either running from bullies or dodging people who wanted to tell me who I was supposed to be. The bullies? Oh, they were always taller, stronger, louder. And my dad? He thought tough love meant zero love at all. Stop running away like a coward, he'd say. You think this world will go easy on you? One time I told him a guy almost shoved me in a locker, and you know what he said? Well, at least if you miss class, you'll have a good reason why you're failing. No comfort, no help, just cold words. But running, that became my thing. Not just from people, from everything. From stress, from school, from life. I ran because when I ran, I felt free. I didn't feel like a disappointment. Dad was barely home anyway. He worked in finance, always traveling or buried in his office when he was around. The only person who really got me was Uncle Max. He was cool, chill, and always knew what to say. Grades aren't everything, kid, he told me once. I didn't even finish college, and I turned out fine. Fine? You've never worked a real job, my dad snapped at him. Eli will never end up like you. They fought a lot, like almost every time they were in the same room. But I didn't care. Max made me laugh, and when he was around, I didn't feel so alone. Then came the worst day of my life. We got a call. Uncle Max had died in a house fire. They said it was an accident. I cried for days. I thought maybe, just maybe, Dad and I would finally connect through grief, but nope. He locked himself away in his office even more. I was left to deal with the sadness alone. For a while, I just floated through school, but everything changed in 10th grade. One day, our gym teacher saw me sprint during warm-ups. The next week, I was on the school track team, and let me tell you, I was good. I wasn't just fast, I was fast with purpose. It was the first time people looked at me and saw more than just a quiet kid who didn't get straight A's. I was excited. I went home to tell Dad, thinking maybe he'd be proud. He wasn't. You're wasting time, he said. Focus on something that matters. Business school, college, a real career. Running is a hobby, not a job. But I love it, Dad. Well, love won't pay bills. And I won't fund nonsense. Quit the team or forget your allowance, Dad said. I was so angry I couldn't speak, so I did what I always did. I ran. I ran all the way to the school track and just kept running until the sun started to set. Then, everything went sideways. As I turned a corner to head home, two guys in black suits jumped out of a dark van and shoved me inside. "What are you doing? Let me go. My dad has money." They didn't care. They just laughed as the van sped off. I was terrified. They drove me to a warehouse, empty. Cold, silent. One of them handed me a small box and an address on a folded paper. "Deliver this," he said. "1 hour, or you'll never run again, unless it's in a hospital hallway." I didn't even understand what was happening, but they shoved me outside with a bike and told me to go. So I did. I pedaled like my life depended on it, because IT probably did. Halfway through the city, I noticed something weird. A black SUV, one I'd seen before, was tailing me, fast. I swerved down alleyways, ditched the bike, and ran. That's what I'm good at, right? Eventually, I made it to the address, totally out of breath. A man opened the door. I shoved the box at him. This almost got me killed. He didn't say much, just gave me a thick envelope full of cash and said, "The boss wants to meet you." I wanted to say no, but something about the way he looked at me made my legs move on their own. I followed him, and then I saw someone sitting in the next room. My heart stopped. It was Uncle Max, alive. "How what? You're supposed to be dead." He looked tired. "Eli, I had to disappear. Your father, he always hated what I did. If he found out, he would have sent me to prison. I faked the fire. I had to. I was shaking. You lied to me. To him. I'm sorry, but now I need you. You're fast. You're clean. Nobody suspects you. Work with me, and I'll make sure you never struggle a day in your life." I left in a daze. My head was spinning. Max, my uncle, was part of some underground network, and now he wanted me to be a part of it? I thought about saying no, but then came the next job. This time, I wasn't delivering a package. I was supposed to help someone escape, but when we got to the house, the man we were helping was tied up. He looked terrified. When he broke free and started running, the other guys looked at me and said, "Catch him," or we'll break your legs. So I chased. I didn't want to, but I did. Because I was scared. I caught the man, tackled him, and dragged him back. He looked up at me with tears in his eyes. He'll use you too, just like he used me. Don't trust Max. He's dangerous. I didn't say anything, but his words stayed in my mind. Later, Max gave me another wad of money. You did good, he said. Welcome to the team. But I didn't feel good, and it only got worse. A few nights later, I had another package, heavy. Something felt off. Then, just as I was heading to drop it off, the same black SUV came flying toward me again. The door opened. Someone grabbed the package. I fought back. We both fell. When I looked at the guy's face, I froze. It was my dad. You've been following me? He nodded. I'm not just your father, Eli. I'm an undercover agent. I've been trying to bring Max down for years. He's a top-level smuggler. And now, you're part of it. I backed away. You could have told me. I didn't want you in danger, but it's too late now. That package? It's full of stolen diamonds. We need to stop him together. So we made a plan. When I showed up at the delivery house, I held the package like before. The guy came out. But this time, police sirens screamed through the air. Cars surrounded us. The man was arrested. I was taken too, but not for long. In jail, Dad visited me. I told them you were undercover, he said. Helping me? You just saved lives. Tears filled my eyes. For the first time in my life, my dad had my back. Uncle Max? He was arrested later that week. And me? I went back to school. Back to the track team. Back to the life I almost lost. It turns out, running did save me. Not just from trouble, but from becoming someone I never wanted to be.